Hello, assalamu alaikum, good morning, khushamdeed, ji ayanu, goeiemorgen.
Pakhairagale, ni hao, tuna shumme, washwale, ohio, genzaimis, guten morgen, hola, bonjour, privyet, kaifahal, halishuma chatore, ahlan wasalan, marhaba, buna, mucho, gracias, suaviab, and a very amazing good morning to everybody who's tuned into PTV World and are watching World this morning alongside the very fantastic, the very amazing Shiza Hashmi on a Monday morning, which in fact is a rainy morning as well. Hello Shiza, how are you today?
I'm absolutely great because of the very same fact that you just mentioned. It's raining outside here in the Twin Cities, ladies and gentlemen, since last night, I think, in
Yes.
different places. And it's absolutely beautiful, but with that comes a little problem as well.
Oh, what's that?
The roads and traffic stop.
Yes. Okay, so, for everybody who's out there, ladies and gentlemen, let me be very clear on this as well. So, for the past 2.5 months or more than that, it was summer vacations,
Yes.
universities were off, and the roads weren't very rushy. So today, it came to me as a surprise. And since, my daughter's actually, I think it's going to be the first day for her to school.
Okay.
And she's, it's going to be her first day in first grade as well.
Oh,
So,
wow.
she was a little stressed early in the morning, but, it was everything okay. I was like, you always need to be confident and whatnot. So for all the kids out there going into newer grades, please make sure that you stay calm. And it's all right, because I still remember that, when I moved into first grade or second grade,
Yeah.
I started crying because of the fact that, everybody else was relatively new to me. All
Okay.
my old class fellows weren't with me. So I know that kids go through this pressure. So I want parents to address that. And other than that, for everybody, please make sure that you, actually take out, all you have to do is you have to wake up early, 15 minutes to
Oh,
20
yeah.
minutes. That's it.
Absolutely. And since spoke about your first grade, when I was in my first grade, I wasn't a bright kid.
Okay.
So my teacher used to always complain about me. This one day, she called my parents and told them that I am going back to my kindergarten because I was such a failure. And of course, I had a lecture from my dad. And ever since that day, I have been topping. Wow.
Wow,
No,
that's just
but
great.
that was on a lighter note. Since you've been mentioning, yes, schools and universities have reopened, but a lot of students are also appearing in their entry test exams.
Exactly.
MCAT happened yesterday, there's ECAT, there's so many other tests as well. And since one of my sisters is a part of that, so I can just see that happening all over again, Shazad, the stress that one goes through. I mean, days and nights you're just studying. So all of the students who are going through this, good luck to you all. And I really hope and pray that you get to do what your heart desires to.
Exactly.
And may Allah help you in that.
Exactly.
Just one more thing. Thank you, Mama, for sponsoring my outfit again.
Wow, that's great. And Auntie, I think that you can actually do that to me too as well.
Oh, she would love to.
I will never have a problem with that too as well. And you very rightly said. And as far as school is concerned, even I wasn't a very bright kid,
Okay.
and yeah, I flunked in O levels and A levels as well, but it's particularly all right. But when it was university time, I think that studies which are kind of very realistic in nature. I mean, the kind of projects you get in university, they're very realistic in nature.
Right.
So that was the kind of studying I actually needed all my life. But eventually, I realized that I cannot actually just learn or mimic the book again and again in the paper. So yeah, these are things which work for people, and you actually need to know whether what works for you. But other than that, ladies and gentlemen, today we're very lucky that we have actually been joined by somebody who himself, I think, have done quite a lot to make Pakistan proud. I think this gentleman had this vision that he's going to go abroad and take the film industry, to take Lollywood to another level by making films available for people who actually speak Spanish or English or any other languages. And I think that, we definitely need people like these. We're here in Pakistan who are constantly making an effort to make the industry better.
Right, absolutely. So without
shall we?
further ado, yes, let's introduce this amazing person that we're talking about. And I feel like, Shazad, this was almost 57 years ago that you moved to the US.
Yes.
And he's a US citizen ever since. He's been
Exactly.
part of, well, some affairs of the White House as well. We just learned that a while ago. So this is interesting. So stay tuned.
Exactly. So ladies and gentlemen, before we introduce him, the best part is that I know the people in Bollywood, with Shah Rukh Khan or Salman Khan, we talk about them, even they are 55 and above, and they still manage to be a hero in the film. So why not our very own John Shaikh Saab as well? I mean, he's definitely a Pakistani by origin. He was given this name, John Shaikh, by George Bush, who's actually the former president of United States of America as well. He's an actor, he's a producer himself, and I think that he's doing a great job.
Yes.
Ladies and gentlemen, without any further ado, on my right-hand side, we're very happy to actually introduce Mr. John Shaikh. Hello, assalamu alaikum, how are you?
Bro, What an introduction. I can't believe it. Now, what should I say? No, walk out?
No, thank you very much for joining us. It's wonderful to have you. Especially, as a matter of fact, yesterday when I got to know that you were actually going to be on the show, I instructed my researcher that I actually would want to talk about your personal life more than I wanted to talk about films. But other than that, just a personal question. So, a boy who was born in Pakistan was named as Nasir by his parents. How did he end up by having a name John Shike?
See, my family moved to America in 1958.
Okay.
And I was born in 1950.
Okay.
So since that, I've been residing in the United States. How I became John Shike, I was running for election. I ran for Houston City Council at the first time. This was first election in my life.
Okay.
First election that any Pakistani was running or Muslim was running in the United States. So George Bush Saab called me because my wife is his niece.
Yes.
So he called me, he says, who the hell is going to give you a vote on Nasir? Shook, what they going to say? So I said, what should I do? Change your name. Right. I didn't ask my father, so I said, well, my parents gave me this name. He said, let's get something close to your name. So he came on named John. So I said, not John the Baptist. So that's the reason then I say, wait a minute, John is also in Urdu.
Right, yes. Yeah.
So I said, then I put my father's name, Rashid, with it. And Shike, he made it Shike. John Shike. So it got hit. And I got 256,000 votes.
Wow.
Oh, wow.
The headline on the newspaper was the first Muslim in the history of the United States who was not born here and get 256,000 votes.
Wow. And which
that's
year was
amazing.
this?
This is just about 4 years ago.
Wow.
That was not the first election. That was the 4 years ago election for DC Harris County.
Wow, that's just great. And it's wonderful to
बड़ा
have
काम किया ना उससे पहले उसके
And
दौरान
it's
में बड़ा
wonderful
काम
to have Pakistanis who are doing such amazing things
अब तो
across the
बहुत
borders.
पाकिस्तानी बहुत कुछ कर रहे हैं
Sir,
यार
क्या
बहुत कामयाब
खूबसूरत बात है, but लेकिन now I want to come down to your filmmaking career as
Oh,
well.
yes.
How did it all started? Because you've actually made 3 films yourself and you've made it
नहीं
available
4
for
बना
the-
चुका हूँ
4.
अब 2 और बना रहा हूँ
Mashallah. So that's great. So first of all, I would like to know how did you actually, how come that you were so keen to make films by yourself?
मैंने एक फिल्म देखी उसका नाम था दाग
Okay.
दिलीप कुमार साहब की I'm inspired with that man's acting.
All right, sir.
So, तो I said, wait a minute, can I be like a Dilip? तो जब मैंने किसी से मेंशन किया कहा जा तू पागल हो गया वो दिलीप कुमार है तू
So
दिलीप
we'll have
बन
to speak in English.
Okay, I can talk in English. Oh,
Yeah.
your program is in English?
Yes.
Oh, I'm
Channel-
sorry, I didn't
channel
know
is in
that.
English.
Oh, I'm sorry. My apology.
It's perfectly
I-
all right.
I-
No problem.
So anyway, so we start working from there.
Yeah.
And then I went to school. I get the production course and everything. And then I made my first film, Dharti.
Okay.
Right here in Houston. That was about Bangladesh, Pakistani story. And the second one, Havas, was the story of man. Ayub Khosa used in that. A man came from America. He had multiple marriages here. And he go back. He was a mentally sick man.
Okay.
And then his one wife arrives in America with the other wife. And they encounter him because in American law, you cannot have multiple marriages.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
So that's what.
This
that's-
reminds me of the
And
movie
rest
The Other
everybody-
Woman.
Yeah, and the rest everybody can understand when 2 wives get together and they're 2 of the same person. I
He
know
killed
that
one
the
wife.
person-
In America, he killed his one wife.
Really? Oh my
okay.
God. So I think that was a very catchy story as
But that
well.
was also a lesson as well.
Yes,
but
exactly.
yeah, moving on. So, when you're looking at you standing in the elections and representing Pakistan, representing the Muslim community, and then you making movies that is also representing the positive image or portraying that image of Pakistan, I mean, run us through it. Was this something planned that you always wanted to do or pay back to Pakistan? Or did it just happen and then you were like, okay, let's go with it?
Let me see. I got sick and tired listening. This Indian movie is so good. That Indian actor is so good. And I was thinking, who is better than Talish?
Okay.
Who is better than Alauddin? Can Indian, any actor can do Kartar Singh's role? Not a single Indian born in there. Who is Dilip Kumar?
Yeah.
Yusuf Khan is from Peshawar.
Exactly.
He's a Pakistani. What's Indian industry? Pakistani industry.
Right,
So I said, wait a minute, your industry is Pakistani. No Guchu Puchu Bash, nobody came there, it's all Pakistani. So I said, wait a minute now, why don't we compete with them?
Yeah.
We have best doctors in the world.
Okay.
We have best scientists in the world. I tell you, I was in Israel.
Yep.
Right.
In Israel, we watched a movie called Zerka.
Okay.
And the Israeli army officials were sitting there. They were shocked what Pakistan made.
Wow.
Okay.
And that was Talish and Alauddin's film. And there's not an actor born in India like Talish and Alauddin. And if we can have Talish and Alauddin born in Pakistan, Mazhar Shah in Punjabi, from the what a Barak he can do, and Saman and others, Pakistan industry don't take it that route. Take it to the educated route. Take it to the international market.
Exactly. How do you think we can do that, sir?
It's not difficult.
Okay.
You need to bring a younger generation. These chale hue artists, you need to stop them.
All right.
You need to bring young generation like this young lady, like yourself, educated people in industry. What was happening in Pakistan? He doesn't have a job. He's wearing a chappal. He walk in. I want to be assistant director. Sayyid Noor himself.
Okay.
He came. He became how successful.
Exactly.
He's a very
And he's given
successful
us some
director.
feel-good films, yeah.
I was with him last night. Sayyid Noor is an example for you. He worked hard to be something, somebody. Why can't the others do it?
Exactly.
It can be done. Take young generation and bring them up.
Right. Okay.
Take young actors and bring them up. Have 50, 60 actors, not one actor. For example, in our country there was Shami Mara.
Yeah.
And 50 years Shami Mara played in the movie. We were tired of watching her. God say, bring up 50, 60 different actors. Not only one actress, 50, 60 boys, girls, young. I don't want to mention anybody's name, but
Right.
bring lots of
really good.
actors and have a competition.
Yeah.
Competition is good for business.
Oh,
Yeah,
absolutely. I agree with that. But you know, I get where that's coming from, and I think lately Pakistan drama industry and the film industry is sort of adapting the trend. Because Shahzad, I think you will agree with me. We come across new faces every other day.
Exactly.
I mean, in dramas as well, in films as well, there's youngsters coming up, even older people, but new ones. So that is amazing to look at.
Yeah.
Let me tell you something very interesting story.
Sure.
There's a Pakistani drama plays in America, right?
Yep.
Different channels, okay?
Exactly.
Americans start watching your dramas.
Yep.
Of course, because
They don't
they're
understand
amazing.
got anything.
Yeah.
And I ask people in ARY and Geo, Gase put something down in English.
Yep,
You can
subtitle.
capture this market now.
Exactly.
Americans, women, and senior citizens are sitting and watching. What's going on? And they ask, hey, Julie, what's going on? Hey, Salma, what's going on?
Yeah.
Okay.
And that's happening because families meet,
Exactly.
they're neighbors, they come over neighbors, they have a cup of tea or whatever.
And that's a fact, ladies and gentlemen, that the drama industry of Pakistan has actually ruled over the subcontinent as well. And quite a
Absolutely.
lot of times. I mean, the first ever drama studio I acted in was actually...
I was about to talk about it. Let me do it because
Yeah,
I
go
really
ahead.
want to appreciate
Yeah,
you.
go ahead.
So this was, I don't know, a few years back, but
Yeah.
this was when Shahzad ventured into the media industry. And luckily, because of his amazing talent, he got into a drama. That drama was popular not only in Pakistan, but was watched thousands and by millions of people in India as well. And he got a huge response in that. Do you want to talk about it now?
Yeah, exactly. So it was a wonderful experience, and you know, I only got to know when, you know, thousands of people actually started writing me from across the border and asking me, or, you
Mashallah.
know, what I actually do and what my real name was. And even till date, at times when I go out, you know, people actually call me out from the name, which was given to me by my director, you
What
know,
was
as
it?
a character. It was Ali Dan.
Okay.
And people thought it was very relevant. But since the fact was that it was a negative character, so people, when they used to meet me in person, they used to actually tell me, oh, you know, you're actually a nice person, but in the drama you were a negative person. This is how people perceive. But ladies and gentlemen, one of the films which has been released outside Pakistan and in Pakistan as well was Love in America.
Yes.
And it was by one of our very own John Shike as well, Mr. Nasir. So what we want to do is that we actually want to share the trailer with you guys, and I think that whatever facilities he had, he's actually made them to the best of his use as well.
Right.
And he's made sure that he's actually going to give some amazing content to people out there as well. So please, let's go ahead and let's watch the trailer from the film Love in America.
Let's do it.
मैं अमेरिका जाऊंगा और दौलत शोहरत कमाऊंगा
दूसरे मुल्क में जाके उनकी गुलामी करने की क्या जरूरत है भला?
Yes, on the basis of your education, I can get you a visa to the United States.
मेरे पास चांदी के वो सिक्के नहीं जिससे इस दुनिया को खरीदा जा सकता है। आज शकुंतला आप बहुत खूबसूरत लग रही हो। किस पर बिजली गिराने का इरादा है?
वो मुझे बहुत मोहब्बत भरी निगाहों से देखते हैं, मुझे अच्छे लगते हैं। जब प्यार किया तो डरना क्या?
आंखों में तू समाई, मेरे दिल तक तू आए, तेरी ये शोख अदाएं, मेरी ये नींद उड़ाए, क्या करूं जाने जा।
मैं हमेशा पाकिस्तान जाना चाहती थी।
मेरी आंखों में देखो, तुम्हें पूरा पाकिस्तान नजर आएगा।
मुझे भी कुछ तू बता।
वो ब्राह्मण और तुम सैयद, ओ ये कैसे हो सकता है?
मैं शकुंतला से इश्क करता हूँ और इश्क करना मेरा हक है।
अगर मेरी नासिर से शादी ना हुई तो फिर मैं किसी से शादी नहीं करूंगी।
मैं भी देख लूंगी तुम अपने बाप के कातलों से कैसे शादी करती हो।
तुमने ये सोचा है कि तुम्हारे बच्चे मस्जिद में जाएंगे कि मंदिर में? मैं देखता हूँ ये शादी किस तरह होती है।
During the course of this investigation, if we find out, we will arrest you and your friend and place you both in jail.
हम सब मक्कार हिंदू, पूरी दुनिया में भला कोई है? राम राम राम।
इस देश में नजारे, हरे बाबा देखो है कितने प्यारे, हरे बाबा हम साथ हैं तुम्हारे, हरे हरे बाबा प्यार का लेंगे मजा, अपना होंगे।
Well,
Right.
Okay, go on.
Yeah, I'm just a little excited
I know,
after watching the
same.
trailer, you know, because it was very different.
Yeah.
And I think it was very different for my eyes, and I believe that it was very different for all the viewers who are out there as well. Because Nasir Saab, you know, I think I'll be honest over here, because I think that this is not something which you expect when you hear about somebody who's actually lived abroad, and you know, this is the type of story they're going to conceive. So how did it all happen? I mean, please share it with us.
I was just sitting and watching. I watched lots of Shah Rukh Khan's movies.
Yeah.
In those movies, always Muslim woman and Hindu boy.
Yeah.
And we did so drastic with the Hindu boy.
Yep.
14 years in jail in Pakistan, then he's gone.
Yeah.
And he loves her, then they go there and she puts here the, you know, whatever. I said, wait a minute, why can't I use a Hindu girl and a Muslim boy?
Yeah.
I sat down and started writing it. And I wrote it at one line, then I corrected it, then I thought about it, and in 4 days I wrote the story.
Oh,
Wow.
wow.
I came down here in Pakistan, I met with some people, and I discussed with a number of some people. They said, yeah, this is a good story, let's try it. So, worked out. But the only problem was happening because I was unexperienced in Pakistan. I will have lots of people wants to come to Pakistan
Right.
and invest some money in the film industry. The problem is they have no knowledge.
Okay.
When you arrive from America, and this is a fact,
Yeah.
this happened in any country, not only in Pakistan.
Yep.
Oh, he came from America, he brought dollar, let's take it. He get marks, or he get pounds, let's take it.
Yeah.
So you
I
know what I'm-
understand where that's coming from, and I would agree with that as well. But okay, so you were writing the story, you were acting, you were directing, you arranged everything.
Budget was not enough, I don't have enough money.
No, but that's amazing. That's what I'm saying. That's absolutely amazing. You're shuffling so many roles and then you're pulling them off as well. So let's talk about your future endeavors now. Are we looking forward to another similar movie where, again, of course, there's a name to Pakistan?
This is the movie now I'm making a Badla.
Okay.
And one I'm making a Guli Danda.
Okay.
Guli
What are they about? Can we
Guli
get a little?
Danda is a story of a girl who likes to play Guli Danda.
Okay.
He wants to go for, she went for world championship.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
And she
Gulli
beat-
Danda.
Gulli Danda
Wow.
world
That's
championship.
interesting.
And she defeated India in world championship.
Yeah.
Brilliant.
And it's lots of drama in there, you know, with India, Pakistan in final in World War III.
Okay.
And then the other movie which I'm making, Badla, is a story of basically two attorneys.
Okay.
And a family young man who has loved somebody and he's framed in that exactly happened in America.
Okay.
Oh.
I changed the story. It happened with a Pakistani young man. He was framed that he's a dope dealer and he was sentenced 35 years to prison.
Oh my God. Okay. Okay.
And an attorney reviews the case, an attorney who came in who was alcoholic. He gave up his life, which I'm playing the alcoholic's role in this attorney.
Okay.
And he came in and he studied the case. And this has truly happened. And he fought the case and was able to get the boy free.
All right.
That's
You know,
amazing.
and
okay.
he have already served about 15 years
Oh
of his
my
sentence.
God. Oh my
Innocent man.
Oh, wow.
So what I'm trying to say to the world here, America law is not that great what we think.
Yeah. Okay, well, but that's great, and we definitely want to wish you best of luck. But these
Yes.
days, I've seen a lot of actors, you know, they when they get to know about their characters, so they want to actually pursue where it can be done by method acting, you know.
Oh,
You know,
yes.
that's the way they want to pick it up. And so you playing an alcoholic, do you think that, you know, your physique needs to be a little trimmed down, or you want to have six-pack abs and look like a boy too as well? Do you work on that aspect
You're
as
trying to
well?
make me jealous of
No,
you?
no, I'm not making you jealous, but all I'm asking is that, you know, to suit or to fit into that character, do you have to go through those vigorous workouts and routines and whatnot? So just that you feel in character.
What you're looking at me and what you saw me in Love in America,
Yeah.
I was 360 pounds.
360 pounds?
I got a liposuction
Okay.
removed. And
So
then I
you're
got,
on it?
Yeah. No, liposuction, they took all my fat.
Yep.
Then I did lots of exercise. Now I am fixing to do another surgery. They call, they tie to your, you know what I'm talking
So
about.
this is how much you're dedicated towards your character.
Yeah, I'm trying to go down to 190 pounds,
Wow.
Wow, that's
which
great.
I will be kind of like you, or maybe
Yeah.
a little
Of course.
skinny.
You're already like me. I mean, that's not what
Oh,
I'm
come
saying.
on, man.
No.
But you're working on it. You know,
Yeah,
I think
that's
that's
great.
nice.
So, okay,
That's
just
good
one
for your
question.
health also.
Exactly.
Health please.
All right, so when we were watching the trailer of Love in America, and now you're speaking about the Badla movie as well in the next one, the Love in America also said inspired by true events. My question is, I come across a lot of movies, even Hollywood movies, horror movies as well, which start with inspired by true stories.
Yeah.
Is it always true, or is it just a line to get audiences'
No,
attention?
no, no, no. In America, if it's not true, and you put this from a true
Right,
story,
yeah.
Yeah.
then you're subject of a lawsuit.
Okay.
Oh, because the other day I
United
was-
States is different countries, not
Yeah, of
Pakistan.
course I understand. So
Somebody
Annabelle-
will pick up and file a lawsuit. Where is this story? Come on.
All right.
Oh.
Okay, you have to mention somewhere. Okay, but what happened here is the trick. There's always trick to it. What you said is the trick.
Yeah.
This much story happened. You get that much story. At this much, you put it into, put it in
Manipulate
a
it.
box, shake it, and you tell me which is corn and which are apples.
right.
And
Or
All
which are
right,
popcorn.
makes sense. That's
I think that's great. But sir, now one more very personal question before we wrap up this segment, and that is, since you're a married man yourself.
no, I'm not married yet.
Oh, you're not
I'm looking
married?
for wife.
Okay, you're looking for wife, but
Yeah.
you just said.
I'm divorced.
Okay, you're
Okay,
divorced.
okay.
I'm divorced for 15 years.
Okay, but now, you know, because for somebody who's actually working for films, you know, have got a greater fan following as
Yeah.
well. So what is the most crazy experience you've ever had with a fan? You know, what do they ask for when they see you? Or are they like, John, can we just have a photo with you? Or are they like, John, can we take your number? Or are they like, John, can you take us out for dinner? How does it happen?
I'm going to tell you both way. Yes, they take pictures with you.
Yeah.
But one guy came to me, and one girl and guy both came to me in America. Said, man, come on, what the heck you did that for? You did this to you. You could have put a younger man against instead you.
Yeah.
How
I
do
said,
you
well,
deal
I
with
couldn't
that?
find you, man. Why don't you come over? If I would
No,
have
but
found
listen, how do you deal with that? I mean,
you. Nothing. Smile. You know what I answered him? I said, I couldn't find you. I wish you were available.
I think
You come
that's
to my
great.
office. Let me give you audition. Next film, I put you
that's a
in.
great attitude, I have to say.
Why
No, for
should I
real.
get mad?
Exactly.
For real.
No
That's
need
amazing,
to.
amazing.
If I get mad, I turn him against me.
Exactly.
It's better I stay polite and I say, come on, I will give you a chance. You have a beautiful face. You can act.
So you're not just a great
Wow.
actor, you're a beautiful human being as well.
Absolutely
There's no
amazing.
need to argue with anybody.
Yeah.
See, I try to keep myself stress-free.
Wow, that's great.
Look, I'm 69 years of age,
Yeah.
and I can jog with you right now 2 miles.
Because age is just a number.
Yeah. No, and I take care because I'm a stress-free person.
Yeah. And is that because of the fact that you do not have a wife?
I
or-
was about to say that.
No,
honestly.
Yeah, just asking on a lighter note, you know.
During God have given me the beautiful wife, wonderful wife.
Wow.
She was my best. Unfortunately, something happened religiously, and we're divorced. Religion is very important to
Yes.
us. Otherwise, I grew up with her,
Yep.
and we went to school together.
Wow.
Susan and I have best time of the life together,
Oh, that's great.
and we have support of the family.
And I can
Wonderful.
still feel that you still love her, right?
Oh,
You
she
just-
loves me too.
Wow.
Unfortunately, because of my religion, have burial theirs, and I cannot go against the teaching
Exactly.
of Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him.
MashaAllah, sallallahu alaihi wasallam. But thank you very much, John, for
Thank
being
you,
with us.
sir.
It was wonderful
Thank
to
you
have
for inviting me.
And we
Our
definitely
pleasure.
want to wish you best of luck for
Thank you.
whatever you're doing. And the best part, what I've learned from you today is that if you've actually decided for something, ladies and gentlemen, please proceed with that. and the rest just have faith in Allah. That's it. And I think that that's the key to success. Thank you very
thank
much,
sir.
sir.
God
Thank
bless
you
you.
so much for coming, because you know it's so easy for people like us to sit and criticize. I always say that, but to take up something and come up with a solution with a limited budget and put your everything into it. I think that is how you should go about it. That is how you will make a name for yourself, for your country as well.
Exactly, that's what it is, ladies and gentlemen. And right now we're actually going to go head out towards a short break. Don't go
break.
anywhere, because when you guys will come back, we've got a superstar in the making, and
Absolutely.
he just cannot wait to see you all, to see all of you guys. All right, so let's go for a break. Good morning.
Good morning. Welcome back to Well This Morning with Shahzad Khan and Shazza Hashmi, ladies and gentlemen, on a beautiful, beautiful rainy morning. And in the first segment, of course, we love promoting Pakistani talent, and especially Pakistani talent that is living abroad and making Pakistan, bringing Pakistan a name, in fact.
Yeah.
And so in the second segment, we are building up on that. But we have another amazing talent over here in the studio with us.
Exactly, ladies and gentlemen. Without any further ado, I think I'm just going to introduce him to you.
He's your namesake.
Yes, and the best part is that, ladies and gentlemen, whenever we share talent with all of those people who are out there, I think that in the first place, I would actually love to make a pledge, and that is that, I don't believe in judging people's talent, and I don't think that anybody else should do that, because as a matter of fact, you do not hold a position to judge anybody else's talent.
Of course.
So as a matter of fact, what makes them happy, and if they believe that this is what they want to pursue, I think it's every individual's choice.
Definitely.
So without any further ado, ladies and gentlemen, a very talented musician in the making for Pakistan, and he's definitely going to make Pakistan proud. He's none other than Mr. Shahzadul Hassan. Hello, assalamu alaikum, how are you?
Walaikum assalam, I'm good. How about you?
Absolutely perfect. Thank you very much for joining us. You love wonderful, and I still love check suits as well.
Oh, yeah.
So you're
Thank you so
definitely
much for
on
having
point.
me.
So Shahzad, tell us about yourself. Why do you want to be a singer? What inspired you? Who do you listen to? There are a lot of questions people would like to know.
Well, there are plenty of inspirations from across the border as well as in Pakistan.
Okay.
I got inspired by Rahat Fateh Ali Khan because his music was phenomenal.
Yep.
And of course, I listened to many of the artists across the border, Sonu Nigam ji, Udit Narayan ji, and Kumar Sanu ji.
Okay.
And people compare me to Kumar Sanu ji, and I, ask them to not to do so because it's a sort of injustice to him actually.
Yeah.
I mean, he gave us so much to cheer, and we are being compared by him, and this is absolute injustice.
Okay, so let me ask you. So, so for all the names you've taken, all of these singers have actually made sure to give Bollywood quite a lot of romantic singles, So is that the kind of singing you want to adopt, where you actually want to sing romantic songs? Is that the genre you want to pick up on? Because these days, over in Pakistan, when the industry is booming, we definitely need a lot of playback singers. So would you want to be a playback singer? Or would you want to be a rock star? Would you want to be, somebody like Shiraz Uppal or Atif Aslam, or Ali Zafar, for all the musicians we have in Pakistan?
Well, I want to be a romantic playback singer. You know. In Pakistan, amongst the youngsters, my inspiration is Nabil Shaukat Ali. He's phenomenal
he's a great singer.
Yeah.
No doubt. He's underrated though, but I hope so.
He's not underrated. Nabil, you're a dear friend, and I've always told you that you always do a phenomenal job as well. But Shahzad, right now what we're going to do is we're going to put you to test. We want to listen to something very amazing. We've got an amazing director, producer, writer.
Maybe you get a chance with
all the way from Hollywood, and you might get a chance, right? So what are you going to share with us?
I am going to share with you Sajad Ali's a song, a very romantic song.
Okay.
Which is
Sahil Pe Khade Ho.
Sahil Pe
beautiful.
Okay, so ladies and gentlemen, just before the break, I asked him which song he's going to sing, and he told me another one, and now he's actually changed it to another one. So it's your choice. Go ahead. Best of luck.
Okay. Sahil pe khade हो तुम्हें क्या गम चले जाना साहिल पे खड़े हो तुम्हें क्या गम चले जाना मैं डूब रहा हूँ अभी डूबा तो नहीं हूँ ऐ वादा फरामोश मैं तुझ सा तो नहीं हूँ हर जुल्म तेरा याद है भूला तो नहीं हूँ ऐ वादा फरामोश मैं तुझ सा तो नहीं हूँ हर जुल्म तेरा याद है भूला तो नहीं हूँ.
Yeah, that was beautiful and wonderful. And ladies and gentlemen, talking about Sajad Ali Saab, he's been a part of the music industry for 5 or more decades now, alhamdulillah. He started singing when he was very young. Yes, he was 4 years or 5 years old. He's got quite a lot of grip on classical singing. And I think that he kind of came in, he got popular by the song Chief Saab. Is that correct?
Yeah.
Bas bhai bas zyada baat nahi
Baat nahi,
Chief
Chief Saab,
Saab, aaj
yes.
ke baad mulaqat nahi Chief. That's great.
I also love the one where he's putting sofas in the beach. Paniyon mein chal rahe
Yeah,
hain.
pani-
Oh, it's
wo-
wonderful.
He just turned 53.
Yeah, he just
Wow.
did turn 53, ladies and gentlemen, and I just watched a video on his fan page which said that 5 decades of excellency. That's great.
That's
But John
absolutely
Shaikh Saab, I've got a question for you. Now we have got such talented musicians over here who actually want to be a part of the industry. But obviously the industry is very small, there's a lot of competition, and
right.
the younger talent does not get an avenue to share their talent with the rest of the world. How do you think that people like you who've actually made a mark in the industry can actually contribute towards them?
Hey, what we should do, that this young man here sitting next to me, he took his first step. He's in industry.
Yeah.
So he needs to be promoted.
Yeah.
He needs to be promoted by somebody who can bring him up. So what he can do, he can make his video, he can give it to us,
Yeah.
and let us play in back home. I will call back home because America is my home.
Right.
So back home here and back home are two homes.
Yeah.
So when we go back home, back to America, I will play his video to some people, and then we'll see that if he is in that stage where we can bring him when we bring the cultural program.
Yep.
You mentioned Sajad Ali. I was the one who brought Sajad Ali to America
So
first.
you're a promoter as well?
Yeah, I was promoter. I was the only promoter on those days.
Wow.
Great.
Yeah, how many actors are in Pakistan?
Yep.
Sajad Ali, Shike, and other. I was the one who brought them. There was a guy named Chacha Adris working with me.
Yeah, he died,
And
unfortunately.
Chacha, he died.
Yes.
He's my best friend.
Yeah.
Chacha Adris, I was financer. He was doing it. Everything. He was a wonderful guy.
And he's
They give me
promoted a
cheer.
lot of musicians over in
Yeah.
Pakistan.
All
ladies
right,
and
that's
gentlemen.
amazing.
So
That's
you,
amazing.
I mean, you have I'm glad that you know everybody in the industry. So we can. This is how we can do. Now, if we see that he cannot be strong enough to carry his weight,
Yeah.
then we put number 4 or 5 people in there.
Okay.
And this way he'll be introduced to the market.
Exactly.
That's the only way I see. Unless he can go to Dubai and here, this is a hard route.
No, of course I get that. But first of all, thank you for doing that. Thank you for doing that for Pakistan. Now coming to you, Shahzad, you're self-taught. You learned it by yourself, singing and everything.
Yeah. My journey in music is pretty interesting. You know, in preliminary semester when I was studying engineering,
Yeah.
I was sitting in cafeteria and few seniors came up to me for ragging.
Oh,
and,
okay.
And they said, do whatever you want. And I started singing.
Okay.
And the journey started from there on.
Oh, wow.
Then nowadays I have started taking musical classes as well.
Oh, that's amazing. So where do you see yourself in the future, in the near future, let's talk about probably 5 years from now, inshallah. Do you want to be a part of a music show probably to channel your talent, or do you want to be a part of, like you said, background singing and whatnot? Where do you see yourself?
Well, I have started hard working and I think hard work pays off.
It does,
So,
it does.
So my journey is to be a playback singer someday.
All right.
I want to be recognized by my voice.
Wow.
I want people to recognize me by my voice. So,
And for
that's
that,
the
you know,
best.
I think I'll simplify it for you. I think that if there's anybody who wants to be a musician and he wants to be recognized by their own voice, all you have to do is come up with your own compositions, come up with your own lyrics, and do it all yourself. I mean, I'm going to give you a recent example. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Sahir Ali Baga, I believe is one of those
He's
phenomenal singers who's actually experiencing the same thing in his career which Atif Aslam did experience while he was actually making his mark as well. And he's just a few days ago, on 14th of August, he was actually awarded by a civilian award by the President of Pakistan as well,
Wow.
in a ceremony because of the fact that the kind of work he's doing. And he can play any instrument. He writes the lyrics himself. His compositions are his own. And on the other hand, he's made a lot of compositions for India as well. He's made a lot of compositions for other singers and other musicians, and he's doing a great job. So do you want to be like him? If you want to be like him, I think you'll have to work like him too as well. No?
yeah,
Are you working on
definitely.
your originals maybe in the future to come?
Yeah, definitely.
Yes.
Earlier I used to do covers, but now I have started writing my own songs as well.
What
can you-
inspires you to write?
Well, limelight, you know, coming into the limelight is the
Yeah.
biggest thing that one can literally imagine. So
Exactly.
I
Okay.
have started writing my own songs just to
Wow.
come in the
So
limelight.
can you share one of your songs with us?
Nope. It's
Why
all
not? Why not?
confidential.
Come on, just a
He's
few
still
lines.
working on
No,
it
no, it's a
now.
request, just a few lines.
Okay.
If you can do that.
दिल धड़क जाए तेरे साथ मैं रहूं या ना रहूं.
Wow, that's great, yeah. I just can't wait to listen to his original music, ladies and gentlemen.
Absolutely.
And have you got a page on Facebook or Twitter or anywhere else
Yeah,
where people can
I
actually
have
follow
a
you?
Facebook page. I'm on YouTube as well.
With what name? Tell them in this camera. So maybe like everyone who loves
YouTube
music.
channel name is Shahzadul Hassan. My Facebook page name is Shahzadul Hassan's Fan Club, and you please join me.
That's
Exactly.
amazing.
Well, that's
Okay.
great. Okay, so before we wrap up the show, I just wanted to give myself a try. I always wanted to be a musician, you know.
That's
But the
commendable.
kind of vocals I've got, I think it makes it difficult for me to be a singer, but rather be a better host. So what we're going to do is that we're actually going to try to sing the Sajjad Ali Saab song, which you just sang. So would you mind, you know, just teaching us a little bit about singing because you're taking classes?
Well,
as well.
I'm still learning.
But you can
It's
still
not
let
that-
me know whether I'm on the right scale or not, okay?
All right.
So go ahead, please. I'll follow you.
Sing a line and then he'll follow you.
साहिल पे खड़े
I don't think I'll be able to get it.
चले जाना.
All right, let me try, ladies and gentlemen. I'm very sorry if I'm ruining the song for you, but I don't think that I'll be able to. But still, I'm going to give it a try.
Go on.
साहिल पे खड़े हो तुम्हें क्या गम चले जाना.
That's absolutely commendable. You can be a singer too.
I can be a singer too, but thank you
Anyone
very
can
much.
be a singer. Thank you so much for being here, gentlemen. Towards the very end, I want
you so
you, Mr. John, to speak to our audiences out there and speak out your heart. I mean, speak to your Pakistani people. Here you go.
Well, work hard, love Pakistan. If Pakistan is there, then it's fine. If there's no Pakistan, there's no need of us.
Wow.
Pakistan going
Well
through a
said.
very difficult time. Stand with your government, stand with your people, and defeat the world. We can do it. Remember, Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, with 313 men, he won the war. Why? Because they were together. We need to be together. Love Pakistan and support Pakistan.
Beautiful.
Pakistan is everything.
Brilliant. Thank you very much. It was wonderful. A great message. What about you, Shahzad?
Yeah, Shahzad, very
Well,
quickly though.
I am brought up in a woman-oriented family.
Yeah.
You know, my father passed away a decade ago, and
Oh, I'm sorry.
I was brought up in a woman-oriented family.
Yeah.
So I faced a lot of rejection and humiliation during my journey. So this song is to my critics.
Go ahead.
दहलीज पे मेरे दिल की जो रखे है तूने कदम, तेरे नाम पे मेरी जिंदगी लिख दी मेरे हमदम. हाँ सीखा मैंने जीना जीना कैसे जीना, हाँ सीखा मैंने जीना मेरे हमदम. ना सीखा कभी जीना जीना कभी जीना, ना सीखा मैंने जीना मेरे हमदम.
Great. That was a great
Beautiful.
message.
And
as well.
kudos to the women in your family for raising you up so good. So, ladies and gentlemen, towards the end, if there's anything you need to write to, oh, do you have something to say?
No, that's it, ladies
Okay.
and gentlemen. All I would love to say over here is that we actually need to promote our talent.
Yes.
And I think that every Pakistani actually needs to go out and listen to this type of songs which Shahzad will be producing in the near future. And yeah, please make sure that you go out to watch Mr. John Shike's film as well. There are 2 more in the making. And the one which has just recently been released is Love in America.
in
Please make
America.
sure to give it a look.
Okay, so towards the end, if there's anything you need to write to us, write on our Facebook page with the name of,
World This Morning.
on Twitter,
On Twitter, it's World This Morning without a G.
Daily Motion on YouTube.
So, ladies and gentlemen, there's a bit of change. So, we're not uploading on Daily Motion or the YouTube channel, which was with the name of World
Well,
This Morning.
yeah.
All you have to do is that you'll actually have to log on to YouTube and then put PTV World, and you'll get all the shows of PTV World on that one channel.
And we're on Instagram as well with the name of.
World_This Morning.
And if you've missed the show, it's all right. You can catch the repeat at
5 past 11 p.m. tonight. Till the next time, 1, 2, 3. Good
morning.
morning.
Take care.
Thank you.